We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Try to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number one from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
Brings up third and inches.
Now a handoff looking right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And some room to work. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36.
He's checking. Crash. Watch out. Shit.
Now Drake. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check the backer. Check the backer. Go.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And
you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's got some space here. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
A give running right. Drake able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Tight right. Tight right. 3 down. 3 down. 3 down. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The 33-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Let's go. Ringo. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Alert Flair.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run on 1st down. Huntley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. The 49-yard line.
Let's get it. Go. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. I'm coming after you. 42's Mike. 42's Mike. 65.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Back.
On second down. It's Drake. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10, here's Murray. And this one's incomplete. Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Check. SOS. Check 13. Go.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Check three.
On third down, Drake. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here I come.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on first down, Drake again. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 27, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Shoot. Kill. Yeah. Stick down. Check. Let's go. Get set.
On first down, Drake looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Out. Check.
Running, it's Drake. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
3 down. He's cracked. He's checking crack. Joker.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
We got 3. Go. Check. Check 3. Go. Like 7. Let it go.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
You know, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Right back to Drake. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Play action. Now it's Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Showing up. Hey, rush in.
And a give this time to the tailback. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready? Check it backer, check it backer. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the safety creep. Hatchet. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll run. It's Drake. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He'll have a first down past the 40. There he goes right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kenyon Drake with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
The 2nd down pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey. Watch 36. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Mike 36. Mike 36.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking,
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake. 56 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 87 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
He's got to hook up to Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Got double tight. Double tight.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever.
42 the mic, boy. 42 the mic.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And a Dolphin first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check. 42's the mic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Mike 42. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 42, Mike 42. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Chill. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Look small.
Looking to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
36.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I see you, boy. I see you. 61. Match box. Mike. Mike 36. Mike. Short. Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. I got him. Mike 36.
Second down and inches. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check, ready. 60 out low. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 36. Line 36. Oh, here we go. Oh, 64. Wait. Orbit.
Back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
3 down. Switch it. Hang on. Jam.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch the
at the 4-yard line.
Back. Check 50. Check foot.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for 1st and 10.
SOS. Check 13.
Back to throw it, Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Interception, baby.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.